You said no crazy stories, no crazy dating stories other than a couple of guys who wanted to split the cheap-ass bill, lol.
Well, now that I think about it, I do have a couple crazy dating stories, but I haven't had to worry about splitting the bill in a long time. It's not really a part of my reality right now.
What do you mean not a part of your reality? Because you're not
I don't run
dating?
into that. No,
Or
I do,
the
but
men you do date, okay.
yeah, when I date recently, within the past 2 years, no one ever, they always pay for the bill. They don't expect me to chip in. I don't really run into that issue anymore, but in the past I have. But just from far as I can remember, like one time a guy asked me to go to the gym with him. It was a different gym, a really nice one, and the day pass was $20, and he went ahead of me, and he only paid for his own. I was like, okay, like you invited me to go to the gym with you, and you can't even pay $20 for my day pass. So I was just like, okay, noted.
Oh. Mm-hmm. So he invited you to the gym.
Yeah.
He didn't pay for your day pass. Was there a second date?
There was.
Oh. Third date?
There was.
Fourth date?
No.
Fifth date?
No.
Did you guys do the Jersey
No.
shuffle or whatever it's called?
No.
Jersey.
I don't know.
Wait, so did he pay for the dates that came after?
The second one was a drink. He did pay for it. The third one, we went to a haunted house.
Wow.
I invited him with my friends, and he bought his own ticket, and I bought my own ticket.
Oh. So it sounds like more like like you guys are hanging out as friends then.
It was supposed. Well, it was the intention was dating, but that's just how he is.
Oh.
How? What is he?
Another girl at the gym went out with him too, and she said the same thing. He's just not. He's not really a gentleman.
Oh, you're not a gentleman if you don't pay for.
Correct.
Did he
Why is
like
that?
open your doors and stuff though?
I don't remember.
Why does that make you not a gentleman?
I just believe wholeheartedly in the masculine and feminine dynamic, and I believe that men are the ones who protect and provide, men are the ones who pursue, and I'm just really big on the traditional gender role. So I
yeah.
believe that a man should
Sure.
pay for a date.
What do women
100%.
do? What are women supposed to do?
Oh, what do you mean, like in a relationship or in
Well,
a
you
marriage?
just listed out like 3 or 4 things.
Well, women
You were-
nurture. So it depends on where you are in the
Nurture, okay.
relationship. So you think that nurturing means nothing, that it's like,
Yeah, what does it mean?
it means it's raise the children and take care of the children.
Oh, how many children do you have?
0.
Oh, okay. So just to be clear, you received all the traditional benefits throughout the entirety. You're 40, you've had multiple boyfriends, you've dated a whole bunch of men. You've received all the traditional benefits.
I haven't really.
But they
I
pay
haven't
for
been
dates.
treated that well that I've received
Well,
really
don't-
much.
but
There's
don't
not
the men-
much. There's not much effort on the guy's part. What I'm saying is it depends on where you are in the relationship. So if you're married with kids, I believe the men protect and provide. I don't expect a man to pay my bills when I'm just dating him, but in a marriage, that's what I expect. And then the woman would be home, take care of the cleaning, the laundry, the cooking, take care of the children, raise the children. So I think, but when you get to that point, the roles are different.
Yeah.
What?
Go ahead, continue.
Well, that's a big role for women. Do a lot in the household. Like that's a big.
Okay.
That's a big role,
So here's the thing though.
and it's an important one too.
That's cool. But here's the thing. That only starts, so you're saying women don't have any roles or duties or responsibilities prior to marriage or having kids?
I think in the beginning, the men should be the ones to court and pursue a lady.
Sure, that's
Yeah,
fine.
right.
But what do women have to do absent some vague down the road, maybe she'll have your kids? Because the vast majority of first, second, third dates where men have paid, it didn't lead to a relationship, it didn't lead to children. So I would suspect that while this might be a future duty that you might have as a woman, what are you supposed to do as a woman early on?
Well, I don't think men should be expecting something in return just because they paid for dates. You're either a gentleman or you're not.
Oh, I'm not making the suggestion that men are owed sex.
What do you
I'm not making the suggestion that men are owed
Well,
sex.
we're spending time
Let
with
me
you.
finish,
Like
but okay.
you ask
Yeah,
us
you're
out on a
spending time with
date.
us.
Well,
Cool.
companionship. So why do you ask a
You
girl
get
out?
the same thing.
Right. So why
For
do
every
you?
hour that you're there, I'm also there. So what
Right.
are you doing as a woman that's different?
What else do I need? I don't need to match his exact. I'm not a man, so I don't have to act like a man to be with a man.
Are you submissive in relationships?
I haven't been in a relationship in a while, so
When you were in relationships?
They weren't really masculine. I think, yeah, I mean, I was
So
pretty.
you're the arbiter of what's masculine? Why were you dating them then?
This was like 20 years ago. I don't really remember. Like, I think it was pretty.
But don't you date
Well, back
guys?
then, I had a different mindset. Like, back then, it was a little bit more equal. Like, I did pay for dates when I was dating these men back then.
Okay.
So I wouldn't say, like,
I guess I just find it interesting. Like, you were able to rapid fire out like 3 or 4 different things that men need to or should be doing on the first date, or at least early on in a relationship. But when I just asked you the simple question, okay, well, what are women supposed to do? It's just
Well-
like, I don't know. You get our presence. It's like, okay.
okay, I'm saying men protect and provide.
What are
Many,
women
like,
supposed to do?
if we're walking along the sidewalk, they walk on the outside of the sidewalk. They
Why?
just protect us. Why?
Why?
For safety reasons.
Why should men do that?
Because
A car can
they're
kill you just as well as it can kill him.
because they're men, and that's what men do. Men are the ones who.
That's what they do.
That's what they do in their masculine energy.
Mm-hmm.
They protect women and children. They stand up for people.
Wait, so on a first date, a man should protect you?
Well, in a way, like.
But you say he should walk on the middle of the side. So on the first date, the whole like walking closer to
No,
the
it just
street.
means that he just like guides me to the car and puts his hand on the small of my back.
Wait, hold on.
Walks me to the car, holds the door for me. It's just gentleman. It's just chivalry. That's simply
Yeah,
it.
that's cool, but-
we're not getting into fights. He doesn't need to fight anyone for me. I'm just saying it's
Why-
just
why does-
chivalrous
That's fine. Why does he need to walk on the inside of the street?
on the outside of the street.
Or the guy's supposed to walk on the inside of the street.
No, he walks on the outside where the cars are. It's
That's
just
what I mean. The inside.
Well, I don't like force them to do it, but it would be nice if they walk on the outside. It's just a protective thing. They're
How-
just protecting someone who's smaller than them, someone
You
who's more
want him to walk-
vulnerable than them. It's just what you do. Like if they saw an old lady, I would hope that they would help the old lady. So it's just something like, would you say, oh, why does he have to help the old lady cross the street? He doesn't. It's just a kind,
Okay.
gentlemanly thing
One
to
thing
do.
at a time here. So when it comes to I think we're talking about the same thing. I'm using inside, outside, but I think we're talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
He walks closest to the road.
Yes,
Okay. So
we should.
he should, why? He's
Because
a protector.
it's his innate nature to protect.
But so the reason for that is, as the man, he walks closer to the road. That way, if a car is barreling at you, he dies instead of you, or he's injured instead of you.
So do you
that-
think that he should allow her to die instead of him?
Well, we can get there, but you're suggesting that men have a duty to protect women.
Yes.
On the first date.
At all times, always.
All times.
Even if, yes,
Okay.
even if we're out and say you're just out on the street and you see a woman getting attacked, I would hope that another man would protect her and step in if need be, not just
Interesting.
let her be vulnerable and get hurt or whatever.
Huh.
It's just, it's in their nature to protect.
Yeah, there's a couple different things there, but I guess my question is, so you expect a guy, even on the first date, to, whether the chance is extremely rare or not, you want him to essentially be willing to sacrifice his life for you on the first date.
Getting a little extreme. I mean,
Well, I mean,
that's not going to happen.
Right.
It's just a little
It's
extreme.
not going to happen, but that would be, like, that's the basis.
Well, should I be the
Can
one?
you stop interrupting?
Go ahead.
You got to let me finish. That would be the basis by which, like, for what other reason would you want a man to walk closer to the street? It's in some rare scenario, it's like a gesture